Daniel wanted the perfect wife, but life had other plans. It started with a single explosion that tore the home and his arrogance apart. At the dinner table, meats wasn't just food, it was a power struggle, and the silent stares in that room spoke louder than any words ever could. Nneka was innocence personified. She moved through the house like a whisper, desperate to please, unaware that her best would never be enough for him. In front of the mirror, Daniel's cruel words cut deep. Nneka tried to smile, but her reflection told the truth of a heart breaking from within. The spiral began. In the crowded market, Nneka searched for an exit, a way to silence the fear his eyes instilled in her. In the quiet, suffocating morning, the secret pain took hold. She drank the bitterness to chase a perfection that was slowly consuming her life. The body has its limits, and the spirit breaks under too much weight. Nneka finally collapsed, while Daniel looked on with nothing but anger. Nneka left. With her departure, the house didn't just feel empty, it felt hollow, as if the walls themselves were mourning. He didn't learn a thing. He just went hunting for a new face, a quiet one to mask the arrogance he still couldn't hide. Then he met Amanda. She spoke little, she listened well, but behind those calm, steady eyes, a different storm was brewing. Amanda stepped across the threshold, carrying the weight of her own past and a silent promise of the future she was about to build. The fridge, the meat, the obsession with control. They didn't realize that while they were busy playing God, Amanda was watching and learning the rules. Out on the balcony, the neighbor whispered the truth. In that moment, Amanda realized that revenge wasn't just an option, it was justice. The tension snapped. A voice rang out through the house. If marriage is about control, you've picked the wrong woman. One call, one calculated move. Amanda began weaving the threads of a lesson Daniel would never forget. It wasn't just seasoning, it was the beginning of the end. With a steady hand, she added the final ingredient to his fate. Everything shifted. His anger vanished, replaced by a strange, hollow obedience. He washed the dishes, his pride stripped away, layer by layer. The roles had flipped. The one who demanded submission was now on her knees, while Amanda sat back, watching the scales of justice balance out. They left him with nothing. With a few clicks, his wealth, his security, and his status were moved into hands he couldn't reach. He woke up to the silence of his own ruin. Zero balance, zero leverage. The reality hit him harder than any blow. "Where is my money?" he screamed. Amanda stood as cold as ice. The truth always arrives too late to fix the damage. She didn't pity him. She laid the truth of Nneka's destruction at his feet. The regret in his eyes was heavy, but it came far too late. Amanda walked out, leaving the door shut behind her, closing the final chapter on a life of cruelty. He stood alone, no wife, no mother, no wealth. This was the harvest he had spent a lifetime planting. As the sun sets on this house, the lesson is clear for all to see. Karma doesn't forget, and the injustice we sow is the ruin we reap.